PrairieCare will break ground this summer on an expansion to their facility in Brooklyn Park. We spoke with the CEO of PrairieCare about that and how PrairieCare continues to see the effects of the pandemic as it impacts our mental health.
We're continuing to experience really challenging times, and I actually think we're going through now a mental health related pandemic, which I think a lot of us were expecting as people were delaying care, absorbing the increased stress of school, work, and just social relationships. At PrairieCare, we saw a 15% increase in patient visits last year alone, and that's only continued to increase. We have this saying that mental illness is real, common, and treatable, and it's an easy way for us to raise awareness, try to decrease potential stigma or fear of discrimination, and really encourage people to reach out and get help. With mental illness being real, we know that these are changes in hormonal balances and chemicals in our brain, and it's nothing that you can just get over. It's not just in your head. It's certainly not a weakness or some type of character flaw. In fact, for people experiencing things like panic attacks, they can manifest as physical symptoms mimicking cardiac arrest, seizures. So we want people to know that mental illnesses are very real. We also then lean into people understanding that they're common. We know that 1 in either 4 or 5 people in their lifetime will experience diagnosable symptoms. Most often we see depression, anxiety, feelings that we experience quite often, but these will get to the point that it'll actually really complicate our lives at work, at school, with relationships and so forth. So we want people to know that it is common. And then lastly, that it is treatable, that there is hope. There are people all around us at work, at school, mental health clinicians, professionals that can help us feel better, help us access care.
As a parent, what should I be looking out for at home?
Sure. It's really important to stay in tune with your children's, obviously, their emotions, behaviors, and their routine. At the least, I think every adult, and this includes parents, teachers, coaches, need to help educate youth on the signs and symptoms of depression and anxiety, which will be withdrawal, loss of interest in usual routines and relationships, feeling hopeless, helpless, being more isolated. Kids need to know that, again, these are common things that we can talk to one another about and really get help for.
And is the first call that I make to the pediatrician, or where should I go to get help?
Sure. For children, there are people all around us, and first and foremost, those adults in our lives that can hopefully educate us and model having conversations about our feelings. School teachers, school counselors, and of course, pediatricians are all there to help as well. For adults, it can be the relationships we have at work. It can be our social friends that we're seeing both online and in person, but to really know that there is help all around us. At PrairieCare, we do free mental health screenings. We then do diagnostic assessments to help connect people with a level of care that we might offer directly at PrairieCare or with one of our partners in the community.
And you do have an expansion in the works in Brooklyn Park. Can you give us an update on that?
Yes, we hope to break ground this summer on an expansion that'll bring us from 71 inpatient beds for youth up to 101. We anticipate about a year of construction. We'll break ground in, we think, August, and then be open fall of 2023.
All right, we'll be looking for that. Todd Archbold, thank you very much for being here with PrairieCare.
Thank you.
Find more local news stories at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.